and thank you for joining us.
No problem.
We'll start off with Steven.
Hey Wayne, thanks for your time.
No problem.
Want to check on Taxi, where things stand with him and his availability, and whether he's trained the past few days.
Yeah, he's trained the last couple of days. Trained with the team today, so he's available for selection on Sunday, which is pleasing. Be good to get him back out there.
Excellent. I imagine if he's in a good place to play, that you'd like to finally see him partner to some extent with Benteke, finally.
Yeah, I hope so. We see how he is tomorrow after today's session. But if everything progresses the way we feel it will, then he will start the game.
Excellent. Thanks.
Next, we'll go to Dave.
And Wayne, along those lines, again, no guarantee. We don't know if you'll have Taxi for sure on Sunday with Christian Benteke. But have you thought in your mind, how looking at the traits of both, they would make a good combination offensively?
Yeah, I think they would. I think they're both good players. They're both players who can adjust, and in particular, Taxi can play in different positions. But I think for the two of them to form a understanding, get to know each other, obviously better around the training pitch as well. We'd have a really good strike force. So yeah, I'm excited to see them both play together. I think the way both of their games are, I really think they'll complement each other really well.
And just I also ask Wayne, this game is supposed to be about fun, right? And there's only 3 games left, and 2 are at home. Obviously Tuesday disappointing, but how much is it? It's just so important for go out there and have some fun, enjoy your football, and create some memories, because nobody wants to go into the off season without some joy.
Of course, I say that to the players before every game. My last message is always enjoy it. That's what we all grew up doing. We grew up watching football, playing football, and loving what we do. So if you enjoy what you do, 9 times out of 10 you do a better job at it.
Next, we'll go to Jason.
Hi, Wayne. Thanks for speaking with us today. I wanted to ask, kind of thinking back, the results coming into the last game were pretty decent. You had a win, some draws on the road. The win at NYCFC is obviously not a common thing for DC United over the years. But then at Kansas City, obviously, you were quite disappointed with the performance. Have you noticed or have any thoughts on how to establish a little more consistency? Because it seems like this group, no matter, under 3 different coaches this year, there has been this tendency towards inconsistency throughout the season.
Yeah, and that's something we're trying to address. I think before the Kansas game, we went 3 games unbeaten. So we're trying to improve that, and that's from a standard point of view, from a day-to-day basis, is trying to create an environment where it means everything. It means everything every time you step on the pitch. And the game against Kansas was, I was disappointed. I was surprised with the performance, because it's not what the lads have been showing me, particularly in training as well. So I was surprised with the performance, and the players know how disappointed I am with that, and they've worked. Today's session was very good. The attitude, the engagement from all the players was first class. And I hope I don't see that performance again, because you can lose football games. That's part of the game. I understand that, but there's a way in which you lose game, and I just felt we lost the game ourselves. We didn't make Kansas do enough to win the game, and to have to take the game from us, and the engagement, the energy, the intensity, everything which I'm asking from the players wasn't there.
Appreciate it, Wayne. Thanks.
Next, we'll go to Jeff.
Wayne, as a goal scorer yourself, it must be frustrating to watch the last couple of games where there hasn't been any goals. Do you attribute that to the attacking players not being aggressive enough? Is it a service issue? Is it a tactical issue? What do you attribute that to?
It's got to be clinical. I think we've created good chances. We've had some very good chances in in the previous games where we haven't taken them. So it's the hardest part of the game. You can work hours and hours and hours on how you want your goal scorers to win your football matches, but at that moment on the pitch, then players have to be clinical and take the chances, and we haven't over the last few games. But as long as we're creating chances and we're putting players in the right positions to score goals, then I'm sure they'll come.
We'll go back to Dave.
And Wayne, I know obviously Sunday is about two teams playing each other, not the coaches on the sideline, but and I know you've faced him earlier, or again, you know him so well, Phil Neville. It's sort of kind of a moment where you just think, wow, this is not a game in the Midlands, it's a game in the Mid-Atlantic, and I never thought I'd be coaching against Phil Neville in the United States, or does that even cross your mind?
Not really, no. I think Phil obviously is a former teammate of mine. I think he's doing a good job in Miami. But it's about the team. The team on Sunday, putting the team out to go and win the game. And yeah, of course, there'll be some talk of me versus Phil. That's not the case. I'm sure we'll face each other many times in the future as well. So as long as we get the win, then it doesn't really matter.
Thank you, Wayne. That's it.
Thank you. Cheers.